I've seen our district attorney have huge backloads. The Department of Forensic Sciences is not able to keep up with all the drug cases that are made. We had it in Montgomery. Randall deals with it up in his circuit. Yet, like I mentioned, a 5-cent tax on a soda, or I'm not against a tax to help the courts do their job. I hate to see us add to more court costs because they're pretty high.
They're outrageous
They're
already.
I talked with a lady who works the juvenile system, and she says, I'm embarrassed. But we can find, we'll find another source of revenue, not excluding taxes. The courts have got to
raising court costs is a hidden tax.
Oh, it is, and you overburden, you know. But I think businesses who have worthless checks, they want those collected. Businesses with lawsuits, evictions, somebody in the real estate business, surveyors who want to close and record things in the probate office. Our courts have got to run, and they're 1/3 of this government. They're a full branch. I went to the state bar 2 weeks ago, and I tried to make that point, that we're going to give the court system what they need to operate on. Clerk's offices had to close on Wednesday for a while. They've got to be open. That's the clearinghouse for everything that goes on.
Yet the legislature appropriated $100,000 for new furniture in the Lee County Courthouse.
Keith Norman is a great fellow. He's the director of our bar. And he wrote an article back some time ago that contrasted the cuts. And that the executive branch cut, let's see, the executive branch 1 year got cut 3.8%, and this was in 13. Legislative branch got cut 11.5%. The judicial branch got cut 21.3%.
Wow.
I mean, judges, they give up a lot to sit on that bench. They've got kids in college, just like everybody else. And you've got to fund the court system. The criminal justice system's got to be funded. I think there's case law that it takes priority, but a gentleman with 8 worthless checks kind of is at the back of he needs just as much attention as the...
Well, a typical circuit judge in Alabama doesn't even have a staff. Do they have a secretary, maybe a court reporter?
Well, yeah, they get a secretary. I think some of them even pool court reporters and some.
Right. I mean, it's that bad. I mean, they don't get clerks, do they, to help write briefs and to help write opinions?
I think the days of the law clerk in Alabama, at least temporarily, seem to be over. If we can't get adequate funding back into the court system. And the average person out there doesn't deal with the court system.
Well, that's true.
You know, the 80% of the people in any given year don't have any interaction with the court system, maybe 90%. And so it's kind of the forgotten branch of government. Everybody goes in to get a license plate. Everybody drives down the roads. Everybody hears all these things. But the court system, it's easy to cut it down to the bone. I think we need more lawyers in the legislature.
Oh, I do too.
Not only because we have terrible legislation being written.
Keith wrote an article on that. John mentioned my dad. He worked the grand jury because the grand jury were people from all walks of life who came and heard, and they went to the county jail. They looked at the books of the county. They were the sense of the county, and he always felt that was a good educational way for people to see what the government does.